Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Scrolls where I hopefully don't embarrass myself as I did last time. Okay, I'm going to attempt to build a different growth order deck, and then we'll try it out and see how it goes. We're going to go to the store first, because I got a little bit of gold, and we're going to just buy a scroll pack, see what we get. We might get something good. Alright, that's an awesome card, the Enchanted. Oh, I love the energy cards. They're amazing. I got to use those in a deck somehow. Disregards next damage taking is a great card for taking a hit. Gravelock Raider, another really good card for that deck. I mean, it's got Relentless, and so if you combine it with Growth, and buffed it up, you know, I love Relentless creatures. They're the bee's knees, guys. They're the bee's knees. Okay, and for one, I mean, they don't have a lot of really weak creatures, which I believe they just added one to energy. Alright, Order. Target unit gains +3 attack until end of turn. That's an okay card. It definitely has its place, but there are better cards, I think. But that is good for, you know, just sniping off something that you wouldn't normally be able to kill. All other creatures you control in the same row get +1 attack. That'll be awesome in my growth deck. That'll be great. I definitely could have used another one of those. Alright, and Spark deals 2 points of damage to target unit. I love direct damage cards. Love them. Any direct damage card. When I build my own energy deck, when I get enough cards, I'm going to have a lot of direct damage, because it screws the other opponents so bad. Charge Coil. I like this too. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like this card, but it attacks every turn for 1 damage to a random opponent. It's great against Growth and all kinds of other decks that are a bit slower moving, or when you're in prolonged battles and you get this out early, it really helps with you know, putting some pressure on someone, getting the board control. Let's see here. Inferno Blast, again, something else I like, direct damage. 1 tile and all adjacent is really nice. Hey, I got the new growth card. When it comes into play, you gain 1 resource for each non-growth type your opponent has. So if I'm against an order deck, I would get an order put on. But if I'm against energy or growth, it's not going to help me. Because it doesn't give growth anymore. Because it used to, which would have been so overpowered. Oh my god. But then, and then energy is just not going to help me. That would be awesome in a 3-color deck, though. 3-color deck would be interesting. I'd like to see that done. And we got a Scattergunner, another really good energy card. We're getting a lot of great energy cards. And what do we have here? Quake. Not what I wanted for my rare. I have plenty of Quakes. I don't need any more. Let's just buy some random scrolls. Metal Heart. Target creature gains attack to the number of friendly structures until end of turn. That's not bad. That's not my favorite card, but it definitely has its place. We got Deathcap Berserk, which I don't need, but it is another rare. So that makes getting these randoms a little bit worth it. Royal Skirmisher is a 3/3 Relentless. That could go in my order deck, or my order growth deck. I think I know what I want to do. Frostbeard. I don't really care for Frostbeard that much. He's okay. He has his place, but it's not for me. When Dustrunner deals damage to a creature with 3 or less health, that creature is destroyed. That's an awesome card. I believe that's the new energy card. Okay, I'm surprised that's common, because that's really amazing. It look uncommon at least. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the deck builder. Okay, we're gonna build off of Astastic again, because I was really enjoying building off Astastic. All right, we're gonna try to keep the same balance we have here. At least 23 creatures. I would be fine going up to 25 creatures. 19 enchantments, 7 spells, and I have 1 structure. What the hell is my structure? Oh, the attack up. Yeah, that's something I'm going to leave in this time. I feel like I took it out last time. But that plays into what I want to do. So I really want to make sure I try to leave that in. Okay, let's see here. As we put stuff in, we'll take stuff out. So we want the Desert Memorial for the... No, that's not what we want. We want... It's going to be 1 extra structure, so we're going to have to take out something for it. Where are you? The Shrine. Yes, we want the Shrine in here. So we'll bring the Shrine in, and in return for the Shrine, we will give up... We'll give up a... Get rid of a Crimson Bull or Vitriol Aura, I believe is what I'm going to do. We'll give up a Vitriol Aura for that. There'll be a lot of extra health for our deck, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, ABC, now let's put it on 1, 2, 3. And let's just go ahead and go through these cards here. Target unit's counting as decreased. It's not going to really go into what I'm trying to do here. Even if I don't get that many order cards, I'm not going to worry about it because I didn't understand how the having a multicolored deck worked before. So I'm really just going to bring in stuff that really plays to what I want to do. And I'm not going to bring anything in with too high of a cost. Target unit you control is returned to your hand. That's okay, but not really what I want right now. That would be awesome in like a mixed wolf order deck. Use that to keep dropping Mangy Wolf down. That'd be super annoying. The Crossbowman is a very good card to get out early, but he's got that 3 attack countdown, which is not really playing into the strength of my speedy deck. The Crown of Strength. +1 attack, +2 health for no drawbacks. So we'll actually put that in, and we'll get rid of a Bear Paw for it. We don't need the Memorial because we don't need the energy. All other creatures you control in the same row get +1 attack. That's something I would like. I would like these. So they're going to be my 2-cost units. So we're going to have to get rid of something for these. Let's go ahead and take these and drop these down here. Now, no matter what, I'm not going to take out the Kinfolk Brave or the Rallings or the Kinfolk Veterans because I love those. I honestly could potentially stand to lose the Great Wolf if I have enough buffs coming in from other places. The Great Wolf is a really, really good card, don't get me wrong, but I only have 1. And you know, by itself, it's not gonna really do a whole lot. I need other wolves out on the field. I only have 2 Ragged Wolves, so I'm pretty much gonna be counting on Mangy Wolves or Brother of the Wolf to really carry me through that. And that's not really a position I want to put myself in. So I could lose the Great Wolf. Let's try ditching a... Oh, I feel like I'm going to regret getting rid of this. We'll get rid of that, and I could get rid of a Gravehawk, but I'd rather get rid of Sister of the Fox. We'll get rid of one of the Sister of the Foxes. Okay, and then now we have Spiky 2 for 4. We also have a 3/4 Relentless. I'd love to have a Relentless creature in, but I'm really going to try to go for that no more than 3 order. It may backfire terribly, but I'm not going to expect to have a whole ton of order cards in my deck, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. We don't really need Flip. Focus, we really don't need that. We have plenty of buffs. Crimson Bull is way better than Focus anyway. Frostwind, +1 countdown. That's cool, but not really playing into it. Too much cost. Horn of the Ages. All units opponents control either move decrease. Not really playing into it. Kabonk is a cool card. I really like Kabonk. It's very tempting. It's kind of like you just get to do 1 damage, and you basically it adds more control over your deck. So I mean, you can put in Kabonks, and then in place of the Kabonks, whatever, that's just gonna tighten up what you're getting, because you use it and you immediately get an extra card. So I mean, it would take, if I had 3 order, it would take out how much order I could use for the turn, but it would do 1 damage to something, and I would still get another card out of it and still be able to play a growth card. So it is tempting to keep the Kabonks in. The Kabonks, 2 Kabonks and 2 Sister of the Foxes are tempting. But I have a lot of spells right now. I have my 3 Crimson Bulls. I have my 3 Rallyings, which are, they're in here somewhere. There they are. I got my 3 Rallyings. I don't want to get rid of any of those. And then the other spells that I have... What are the other spells? What's the other spell I have in here? Oh, Fertile Soil. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of that either, and I don't really want to add more spells in, so we're going to go ahead and skip past that. All your units have their move increased by 1. I don't really need that one. I don't want any walls. Not what I'm going for here. The all combat damage to enchanted unit decreased by 1 is really nice. It is. But I'm going for aggressive, and that's more defensive, so I really kind of want to avoid that. When enchanted unit you control is destroyed, increase your order by 1. That's not bad. The plate armor is very tempting. Every time I look at it, it's more and more tempting. Just because if I have this down and then I put Dryatic Power on something, then it would end up being, it'd have way more health, it'd be way harder to kill, and it'd be way more annoying for whoever's trying to deal with it. So it is very, very tempting. But, I gotta let it go. I gotta play to what my deck is all about, which is being aggressive, and then not too defensive. Basically, the only reason I have the Dryatic Power in there is to basically wall up my front. But I mean, that plays into that. But no, let's keep moving. Target opponent unit is returned to its owner's hand. I love that card, but it's not going to fit in the deck. Remove all enchantments from target unit is very tempting, but we have our pseudo removals in Binding Root and Dramatic Power. Okay, this one, the Royal Infantrymen. I want these in my deck. For sure, I want these in my deck. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get them in here and not punish myself too much for it. So let's go ahead and bring down the Royal Infantrymen. We'll go ahead and organize. I'm tempted to take out a Gravehawk and a Vader of the Wild. I really like Vader of the Wild. It really helps in rushing, but I don't need to rush as much with this deck. So 2 Vaders of the Wild should be enough to do what I want to do. I really want to keep in my Brothers of the Wolves, my Mangy Wolves, and my... I could get rid of the Mangy Wolf. The Mangy Wolf is good and all, but in the position that I'm currently in, the Mangy Wolf is really only going to be helping other Mangy Wolves or the Ragged Wolf, which isn't the greatest. It's not exactly what I'm after. I could stand to let the Mangy Wolves go, but what am I going to replace them with? Okay, let's see if I have any growth cards that would work. Let's sort by cost. Let's head up here to the 3 and more costs. Okay, so we have the Mangy Wolves in here for 4. This thing is really not going to help in the way that I'm building my deck. It would help sometimes, but I want something that I'm consistently going to get and be like, yes, this is something I really, really, really want. I'm starting to regret getting rid of the Great Wolf because I feel like if I had more of them, they would definitely be in my deck. So maybe I should return the Great Wolf and get rid of maybe a Brother of the Wolf or something. It's tough. It's very tough. We're still at 52 cards now. You know what? We're going to bring the Great Wolf back. It's hard to let it go. Okay, we're going to get these in here. We're going to use them by cost. Yeah, well, I should have done that in the first place. The Crossbowman, no. The Horn of Ages, no. Nope. Okay, the Resonant Helm, nope. Don't need that. Stenmark Zealots are very tempting. They're 1/1s for 1, which aren't amazing, but the fact that you can sacrifice them to deal 2 damage to something is really, really nice and really, really useful. But with the way my deck is built, I need stuff that's going to be out on the field and attacking, or is going to help me continue to get more cards, like Sister of the Fox. I can drop a 1/1, which can potentially be buffed by a bunch of other creatures out on the field, and then still get another card right out of it, and not have to worry about that. So I'm gonna hang on to that. I don't need the structures. I mean, it would be nice to pull my structures, but at the moment, I think I can live without it. Desert Memorial, the Vengeance Veil, no. Move target units, or target opponent's unit. Okay, we looked through all these, don't need any of these. Okay, then we have Relentless for 3/3. For 3. Very, very, very tempting card. That tempts me quite a bit. That could be something I could put in place of the Gravehawks. Granted, the Gravehawks only cost 2 to get out, but they're much weaker than the Royal Skirmisher, so that is very tempting. The Royal Spearman with Spiky 2 is cool, but when I used it before, I was using it so much defensively that I feel like I wasn't getting any really benefit out of it. The Waking Stones is somewhat tempting, just to protect stuff. It's such a good card, but I'm going to try to avoid that for now. So the only other things I'm considering bringing in are the Royal Skirmishers. Okay, let's try to bring in the Royal Skirmishers. Alright, let's reorganize this deck. Okay, and the more I'm looking at this deck, the more I'm feeling like it should be an Order Growth deck, because the Order cards around the 4 and 5 range I feel like are a bit better than the Growth cards, at least for the ones that I have. I have them in... No, actually, I really don't have that many. The most I could get would be this, which, you know, would be great. The Royal Vanguard would be amazing for how I'm playing the deck, but... And then with all the buffs, that would be cool. But we'll try that for a different day. We're going to try to make this work right now. So in order to make this work a little bit better, I'm tempted to get rid of Brother of the Wolf, but they play into my like little high-level card strategy. Yeah, well, maybe. The Unleash Inner Power is not the greatest card, but I really do like using it. Okay, what can we get rid of here? We only have a few order cards. We don't have that many. We could get rid of the Gravehawks and then understand that we're going to be using these lower level creatures on the order side in place of them. We still have 3 Vaders of the Wild, so we can get rid of one of these. We'll go ahead and drop one of those and see how that works out. We have 2 Sisters of the Fox. I really like Sisters of the Fox. But if I lost them, I wouldn't be crushed about it. But it is nice just fielding a bunch of stuff. But, you know, I have a lot of stuff coming from the order side now that's going to be more beneficial, I think, than Sister of the Fox. I would rather get a Ducal Infantryman and play him than play Sister of the Fox. Okay, let's grab these, and we're going to get rid of them. It hurts to do it, but we're really going to try to narrow this deck down and see what we can get out of it. Now, I could get rid of a Gravehawk. Well, if I got rid of all 3 Gravehawks, I would be good to go. We'd have the Ragged Wolves and the Vaders of the Wild for my very, very early game, along with the Ducal Infantrymen. Royal Infantrymen, I'm sorry. And then we have the Ducal Infantrymen, and then my Kinfolk Braves for my 2 casts. Then that would leave me with a butt-ton of high-level stuff, which is really going against my deck. I really want to keep in as much low-level stuff as I can. So we'll get rid of 1 Brother of the Wolf, and we'll get rid of 1 Mangy Wolf. I don't want to get rid of too much of my low-level stuff, because that's kind of the point of my deck, is playing a bunch of stuff early and then buffing the crap out of it, and not having too much high stuff that, you know, can really, really hold me back. The one thing I wanted to check, though, we'll do this by cost. Do I have another Kinfolk Veteran? I really only have 2 Kinfolk Veterans? Really? That's surprising. Okay. Screw it, let's try it. Okay, so this isn't going to be ass-tastic. It's not going to be crap-tastic. It's going to be slightly less crap-tastic. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out. Now again, I should really be playing a computer to test this deck out. But I think I'm going to go into a ranked match to really test this deck out. But I'll save that for a different video. This video is just about some deck building and the process that I go through. You know, really trying to stay on track of what my goals are with the deck and making sure that I can focus on that and really get something good out of it. Hopefully. I'm trying a very weird deck. I mean, I don't think would be a normal strategy for most people, but that's what I really like to do in card games. I don't like doing what's the normal strategy. I like goofing around, and then when I really goof around a lot and make a lot of decks that I think are just fun and neat, I enjoy the game more, and then from enjoying the game more, I start to get more and more and more into the strategy of my deck, and then from that's how I learn about, you know, other cards and what other decks could be really good. So I enjoy making a ton of decks. That's probably the best advice I could give for getting better at this game, is just make a bunch of decks and dick around and have fun. And it really helps you to learn, because you're trying so many different things. You really see what works and what cards you love, and it really helps to form your own play style, which you don't do if you just get one deck. If, like, you look up a deck online and you're like, oh, this deck is everything I want it to be, I win with it all the time, you're not going to learn anything. You're only going to learn about playing that one deck. And I mean, even if you really, really do love it, I don't know, you got to keep making new decks. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, it is what it is. But, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see everyone in the next video.